Cheers, my friend.
Hey, cheers,
man. So this is something that I also wanted to talk about, and this is coming straight from comicbookmovie.com, because they're legit, and they're so legit that apparently they get invited to and you know, now I'm thinking these pictures that were fucking leaked earlier, you know, now these motherfuckers, maybe it was them who fucking leaked the picture. Maybe it was them, but it says down here in this article that they were fucking, I guess, invited to some exhibit for Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Oh, duh.
Yeah,
there you go.
These motherfuckers get invited to an exhibit, and all of a sudden these pictures are fucking floating on the internet. Put one and one together. Like, come on now.
Isn't that funny that DC is inviting media to get like their shit exposed? Please share the shit.
Please leak it. Don't tell. When you go into a Marvel fucking presentation, they tell you to check your cell phone at the door. You can't come in here with a cell phone. They pat you down. They run a metal detector. They fucking strip search you and fucking do a cavity search with a glove. Like, those motherfuckers don't fuck around. At DC, they're all like, "Come on in. You got guns. You got cameras. Bring it all in. We need everything. We need exposure. If somebody gets killed here because of a random shooting, that's fine with us. It's exposure." They're desperate, dude.
It's not even like they don't even give you pictures of the fucking movie. They just give you the title. And this is the new title for Thor. And this is the new title for Spider-Man. And this is the new title. Just that. That's it. All right. Good night.
And everyone goes nuts for it.
Yay!
There's people pissing on the floor, convulsion and shit. Like
a Christian fucking thing.
I feel the power of the MCU. Of the MCU. Oh my god. I'm gonna drink to that shit.
Alright.
So yeah, these assholes got invited to this shit, and I don't think it was them, but yeah, I think it was them. They leaked it. Anyway, so these pictures are out there because of these guys. Here we are, and they start the script. Now, the weird part is that they say that, you know, while they were at this exhibit, they were told the original plan for the Justice League, the original Zack Snyder plan. And I'm a little bit confused because I was like, well, this starts in the story they're about to tell us starts in part 2. That means that part 1 had to have ended the way this one's starting, right? Obviously. When you start reading this in a little bit, when we start reading this, the beginning of it, it's like, well, the movie we saw that Josh Whedon put out, it didn't end like that. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of weird, and it makes you wonder what this new movie that we're gonna see, what it ends like. All right.
Okay.
So this is Justice League Part 2, and it's starting right here. And it says, following the events of Justice League, the first movie, the team reassembles to deal with a natural disaster, but ultimately go their separate ways, as they each have things to deal with in their personal lives. Except for Cyborg, because he doesn't have a penis. Remember an earlier version of the film was set to include romance between Bruce Wayne and Lois Lane. And while that's not going to be part of the Snyder Cut, it was supposed to be in this past 3 movies that he originally wrote. Lois apparently went back to Superman, and her and Bruce began working secretly. And they're trying to find Lex Luthor. But I guess Bruce senses that Lois is hiding something, but he doesn't know what. Lex Luthor is going around the world apparently trying to fucking assemble a team like the Justice League. The Legion of Doom. Duh. And so he goes and tracks down Dr. Poison, which is that crazy doctor from the Wonder Woman movie.
Yeah.
He finds Captain Cold, which was supposed to be the bad guy for the Flash movie. He tracks Orem, obviously the bad guy in the fucking Aquaman movie, and Black Manta, another from the Aquaman movie. And they gather a group. to fucking, I guess, kill them all. They say that then we see Batman, and I guess he's
Fighting the Riddler?
yeah, I guess he's fighting the Riddler. Okay, so it says Superman. He's trying to go back to his normal life as Clark Kent, but it's hard because Clark Kent is dead. So I can't even imagine what he's doing, coming up with another identity. He's growing his hair. He's growing a mullet and painting his fucking chin blonde or something and wearing earrings. I don't know what he's doing, because he can't be Clark Kent anymore. Clark Kent died. So he's just being whatever. But Lois is pregnant. Lois Lane gets pregnant.
Oh shit.
Yeah. And Wonder Woman discovers that there's a way for her to return back home, because they told her, if you ever leave Themyscira, you can never return, you slut. And she's like, fuck it, I want to get fucked. I'm tired of you lesbians. And so she fucking left Themyscira, and she can never go back. Oh. So then we have Cyborg, and I guess he helps the Flash clear Barry's father's name from the prison, and they release him or whatever. There was I guess an Amazon woman from Themyscira who warns Diana about Steppenwolf, and I guess shows her a vision, or I guess warns her that, hey, you're gonna become the god of war and you're gonna kill Superman. And she's like, well, fuck, you know. Aquaman, I guess this is now where we go into his movie, and Aquaman is like in the Atlantean conflict, and Batman is busy. For whatever reason, he's tracking the Riddler, which is weird because the Riddler is, I guess, the one of the villains. He might be the main villain, but from the trailer, from the Robert Pattinson's Batman, it looked like the Riddler was the villain. So Batman is tracking the Riddler here, and he finds him in an abandoned cabin. And
did they ever show him in the movie?
No. So this is something that, no, they didn't show him in the movie. He didn't get filmed.
I think that's another reason why he got pissed. Okay. Anyways.
Yeah. They didn't even cast the person, so, you know. And now if he wants to make a second movie, if they actually give him a second, he's gonna fuck with people's brains, because they're about to release another movie with Robert Pattinson in it, which is a completely different Batman in another universe with the Riddler. And so if they give him another movie and he's gonna include the Riddler, it's gonna fuck people's brains up. They're not gonna know what they're watching. The nerds will, but everyone else is gonna be like, "What's going on? I don't know what's going on. That's why Marvel's better. I watched all the movies, and this doesn't make any sense." Yes, they're gonna fuck up, but that's their own fault for doing this.
It's expected.
Yeah. And so he interrogates the Riddler, and he finds out that Lex Luthor approached the Riddler, and he told him that he wanted him to solve the anti-life equation. And of course, because the Riddler's fucking smart, he did. And then just like that, the Riddler grabs a gun and shoots himself. And commits suicide right in front of Batman after he tells the truth. That's scary.
That's pretty cool.
Fucking crazy. It's like, I'm so scared. I'm so scared of the bad guy that I'd rather kill myself with a gunshot than have to, like, endure what's coming.
Yeah, I'm so cuckoo that I've done all these things, but after I saw this and fucking figured it out, bye. You know.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Then we go up to, I guess, the next little thing they learned, and that they find out that Lex Luthor figures out how to activate the mother boxes, and he plans to take the anti-life equation for himself. But just, you know, like when he's about to do that, Darkseid arrives, and he takes the power from Lex. And Superman tells Batman to protect Lois. And he goes off to fight fucking Darkseid. Bruce, while they're alone, Bruce and Lois, they argue. And, you know, she's telling him, "You're not the father." And Bruce is all like, "I knew it. You're fucking pregnant." You know? It was like, I knew something was up, and I figured it out. You're pregnant, and this bitch like, no, yeah, I am pregnant, but you're not the father, okay? And Lex tells Darkseid that he has the power. Lex on the other side, he tells Darkseid he has the power to kill Superman, but that's not what he wants. Instead, he wishes to make the Kryptonian his slave. He goes, I can make him your slave. So Luthor points Darkseid in Louis' direction. Yeah, Luthor says,
I'm sorry. I'm like, I didn't mean to fucking laugh at the whole, like, I don't know. I was thinking like fucking Lex Luthor is like trying to fucking like compliment his his history of like white people, like,
Yeah.
I don't know, let's go back to getting slaves. How about that?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
To honor my
My ancestors. Darkseid, no, don't kill him. Make him your slave. My great granddaddy used to tell me all these stories about what he did to these. Like, come on now, Darkseid, come on. And Darkseid's like, fuck yeah, you're right. So fucking Luthor, Lex Luthor tells him Louis, he's in love with Louis. And so fucking Darkseid goes, and he's there, and Louis is at the Batcave because Bruce is taking care of her. And of course, Darkseid is fucking all powerful, and Bruce Wayne is a fucking man, just a guy in a fucking suit with a lot of money, and he's like frozen in fear because he's like, holy shit, I'm about to die. And he shoots his Omega beams. And I'm gonna tell you what Omega beams are because I know you dumb son of a bitch, you don't know what Omega beams are, right?
Yeah, Omega beans have calcium and protein. And beams.
Yes.
Okay, never mind.
Omega beams shoot out of Darkseid. They're basically like a ray that shoots out of his eyes, but they go in all directions and they psych you out so that you're not able to move out of the way because you don't even know what direction it's going. So it always hits you. And he shoots this thing. And he kills Lois Lane.
Wah, wah.
Yeah, and just as he kills her, Superman gets there and he sees her get killed. And he falls under Darkseid's control. And because he has the anti-life equation now. And so then we see the next thing they say is Lex's team attacks. You know, Dr. Poison. She unleashes gas at Themyscira. And she kills all the Amazons. Including Wonder Woman, apparently. Aquaman is overpowered by Orm and Black Manta. And only Mera manages to escape. Which makes a lot of sense because, I mean, that's what we saw. Mera's holding the Triton and shit. Because Aquaman dies. She's the only one that escapes. So that makes a lot of sense. They say that
did they say why he died or how he died?
Just because they were overpowered by Orm and the Black Manta and all their forces.
Well, I mean, it really doesn't surprise me. It's Aquaman.
Yeah, I mean, he was probably stoned. He was probably high or drunk. You know, because
he's right in the ways, man.
Yeah. Give me another bottle of whiskey. Look at me, spilling beer everywhere. It's okay. I hear
Tisk.
Stone Cold, motherfucker. Yeah. Anyway, we're straighting out this. We're straightening out the subject here. The Flash is the Flash is set to survive. So is Cyborg, and apparently they tear Cyborg in half. I don't understand how that's even possible because he, I guess, technically can grow another body or something or whatever. I don't know what happens.
Can he? Is that on the comic books?
I don't know. I think he can. I mean, he pulls he materializes his arms into weapons and pulls other arms out of himself. So why can't he grow himself a new pair of legs if he gets torn apart?
I don't know.
It doesn't make any sense. Well, that's my logic. I mean, if he's able to do that shit, then he should be able to grow some fucking legs. So for me, it doesn't make any sense. I
With
wish.
some wheels at least.
For God's sakes, Ray
It'd be
Fisher.
like,
For God's sakes, Ray Fisher, quit being a fucking lazy asshole and grow some legs.
not a dick. Some legs.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. So yeah. Batman barely escapes. And when Superman sees Lex Luthor, he burns him with his eyes. Because he's already under Darkseid's control and shit. Then they jump skip to 5 years later. And now we're in the Injustice / Nightmare timeline. Here it's called the Nightmare timeline, but in the comics, this is basically the Injustice timeline. And I knew, man, when I saw Batman versus Superman, and some of the seeds they laid there, and even the first Justice League, there was stuff there that seemed like they were trying to do the Injustice timeline, which that's what Snyder was doing. It was going to be so good. And you're going to watch this. It's going to get crazier. So 5 years later, we're in the Nightmare timeline. And whatever's left of the Justice League, they're fucking struggling. They're like rebels. And the whole planet is ruled by Darkseid and Superman and the minions. And that's how the fucking movie ends. The second part.
Mm-hmm.
The third movie apparently opens up, and we're introduced to the Green Lantern Corps. They say that the Green Lantern arrives at Earth, and the Earth is all fucked. And he's like, well, what the fuck happened? And he finds Batman and the Flash or whatever, because they run into some parademons.
Yeah.
And fucking Batman tells Barry, dude, let us fight. You stand back because you're really, really important to the overall success of fixing everything. But, the Flash doesn't listen, and he gets in there and tries to help them fight, and he almost gets killed. The Green Lantern saves him, it says, and they go back to Wayne Manor, or what's left of it, because I'm sure it's all fucked up now. And Batman's going over the plan of how they're going to stop Darkseid. So then we find out that Cyborg is building the Cosmic Treadmill. And this is actually in the comic books. Cyborg helped the Flash build the treadmill. And so the Flash would run in this treadmill, and he was able to fucking use the Speed Force and basically travel through time using the treadmill. So Cyborg tells Barry, like, there's a lot of serious shit that, like, what we're experimenting with, because, like, theoretically we can send you back in time, but I don't know where the fuck you're gonna land. And this is the weird part, because it says that it's something like they can only do pulling off once a year when the planets align or some shit like that. It's weird. I don't know what that means. I'm reading it, okay?
I don't even know what a fucking, like...
So the whole world is fucked, and it's under Darkseid's and Superman's rule, and all the people, some of the people that were captured were turned into parademons. And so, and some of them, just because they're fucking dicks, they just fucking joined the bad guys because they said, well, we don't want to die, we'll join you, we'll be soldiers. And so we find out that Deadshot, he lost his daughter, and that's why he's out for revenge. And they try to figure out what it is that they're gonna, because the plan is to send the Flash back in time, so that he can warn them, so they can stop all of this from happening. And so they're all trying to figure out what do we tell the Flash, where do we send him, and what is he gonna say? And so they all have a discussion, and they all agree, well, it's obvious, we need to say that to stop Lex Luthor, because he's the one that fucked everything over. And so before the Flash gets on the treadmill, Batman stops him, and he pulls him aside, away from everyone, and he whispers something into his ear. And so fucking Barry's shocked, like, what the fuck? And then the mission begins. He gets on the treadmill, and they start their mission. Uh, Superman, I guess, finds out where they're at and heads over there. And Deadshot tries to shoot him down with a kryptonite bullet, but of course Superman kills him. You know, nobody's a match for God. I'm sorry. Mira also tries to interfere, but she's crushed. You know, and the Green Lantern also is no match for God, so he gets fucked up. And also Cyborg. He apparently they throw Cyborg to the all the parademons. They rip him apart. And so all that's left is Batman with a spear made of kryptonite. And of course, he can't do anything to stop Superman. And so fucking Superman impales him with the kryptonite spear. And just before fucking Superman's about to reach the Flash manages to finally go back in time. He's been running on the treadmill the whole time. And so Flash arrives at the Batcave. And that's the scene we've already seen in the Justice League. Remember, Bruce is asleep and he's dreaming. And when he wakes up, the Flash appears in a, like, Bruce. Remember? You remember that fucking scene?
I remember you telling me about that because I haven't seen the movie. Remember I told you I saw
well, you know
a little
what?
bit of it.
You're one of the lucky few that didn't. You're good. Don't see it. You want to see this movie. You definitely want to see this movie. Fuck the movie. That other movie. And so he goes back in time. And but he doesn't go back. Actually, no, he doesn't go back to time to that moment. He goes back in time to the moment when Bruce and Lois were fighting, and he tells Bruce, "Hey, she's fucking lying. You're the father." And Lois hears, and Darkseid attacks. Right, and Lex assembles a team, and this shit starts playing out like it normally does. Everything's happening the same way. The Flash vanishes from existence. And somehow Superman manages to save Lois because he takes a shot. Like, he shoots the Omega beams, like the way he was going to kill Lois, but Superman gets in the way. So then Darkseid retreats. I don't know why. And it says, I'm confused as to what the fuck is going on. I think these guys... Either I'm fucking drunk, or high, or these guys don't know what the fuck they're talking about. All right. Anyways, they defeat the Legion of Doom, and Bruce is dying, and he tells Lois that he wishes they could have had a life together outside of the Batcave.
Isn't it Lois though?
Lois, whatever, or Lois Lane.
You kept saying Lewis, and I was like,
Lois. Look, I'm saying Lois Lane. Doesn't matter.
All right.
You ass.
I'm just asking. I'm just letting you read, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure it's Lois, not Lewis.
And he tells her, I wish we could spend our life together, but obviously you're going to end up with Superman, so fuck this. And he runs off. And so everyone's united against Darkseid. And the countries of the world come together. And they combine their forces against Lex Luthor and all his bad guys. And you see Wonder Woman with all the Amazons that were supposed to be dead. They said they killed them all, and now all of a sudden they're at the end of this fucking movie. All right, now this sounds like these guys either didn't pay attention or maybe the scripts were really bad to begin with. But anyway,
I think it's the latter. I'm already falling asleep, and I'm like,
this is nuts. All right, so Wonder Woman is leading the fucking Amazonians.
All I know is someone's on a treadmill, like, running, and I'm like,
No, that's all done. That's all gunning. That's all done.
Okay.
This is now the new timeline correcting itself.
Okay.
And so Aquaman's
They're
bringing
doing pull-ups now.
Yeah, I guess. Aquaman's bringing the Atlanteans into the fight, and then the Green Lanterns Corp arrives, and there's a huge battle like Lord of the Rings and shit. They say like fucking Wonder Woman's fucking mom dies, and the Flash is so fast he can be in two places at once. and Cyborg take control.
That's cool.
Yeah, and the Cyborg takes control of the mother boxes and he destroys them, and that weakens Darkseid. In the end, it's a Batman who sacrifices his life to kill Darkseid. I don't know how. He's just a man. He doesn't have any fucking powers. He's wearing a fucking suit that Darkseid could just fucking tear apart with a flick of his finger.
Yeah, that's true.
But somehow Batman destroys fucking Darkseid.
He bought him off?
He probably did. So, 20 years later, Wonder Woman is now the leader and the queen of Themyscira. And she also negotiates peace among every country of the world. And the planet is in a new golden age. Aquaman, he's crowned the king of Atlantis. Cyborg, he's evolved. He's becoming a god of all the digital age. And he's transforming himself to look like a human now. Which is why I said when they tore him apart, it doesn't make any sense. He could just grow himself a new pair of legs. They're telling me right there he fucking becomes a human again. Because he can just do it. So yeah. Superman knows that Bruce is the father of Lois's child, but he says, it's okay, I still want to fuck you. And so he wants to be the father. He wants to be the father to, Bruce's baby, now that Bruce is dead. And
let me guess, he's middle eight, like in his middle 30s or something.
Yeah. And here's
it's okay, you have a kid, it's all right.
It's all right. I'll fucking regret 3 years of my fucking life. Anyways.
I just don't want to die alone.
I just don't want to die alone. Shut the fuck up, Superman. You dick. You're better off without her. Anyways.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. You dick. Cheers to you.
Fucking fly to another fucking planet.
Yeah,
get a Martian girl.
For real.
With 3 tits.
Cheers to that.
Cheers.
Three titty fucking alien girl over fucking Lois Lane. That slut.
Yeah.
That slut.
Lois Lame.
Alright, enough of that. So, whatever. He becomes the fucking father to the bastard child of Bruce Wayne. And then,
Oh, you just changed his fucking name, too?
What? Who?
You just said Boris and...
Bruce Wayne? I said Bruce Wayne,
Bruce.
you dick.
Okay. I thought you said Boris Wayne.
He becomes the father to the bastard child of Bruce Wayne. And, 20 years later, there's I don't understand why 20 years later there's a memorial service for Batman. He died 20 years ago. You're barely making a fucking memorial for him? God damn it.
I guess he didn't have that much money.
Or no one gave a shit. But apparently Barbara Gordon...
Fuck the 1%!
Oh, God. Yeah, fuck them.
Those Democrats.
They live in a woke society. That's all I'm going to say. Shit. Anyways. So it's Barbara Gordon. Barbara Gordon who fucking... oh my God, I'm so drunk. God damn it. It's Barbara Gordon who does this fucking memorial service. And she asks Lois... I'm reading this right now because I'm fucking...
Lois.
She asks Lois, sorry, you fucking white bread piece of shit.
Fuck you! Fuck you, you asshole.
She asked Lois when she plans to tell Bruce, that hey, or when when are you gonna tell Superman that's not his kid, that's Bruce's kid, you whore. And so, surrounded by everyone, all the Justice League, she tells Superman just to fucking be a bitch and embarrass him. Hey, this kid you've been raising, he's not yours. He's Bruce Wayne's, you asshole.
Credits.
All this time you thought you impregnated me?
No.
No, copyright. We don't want no copyright. We don't want no copyrights. God damn it. Don't fuck me up, dude. Shit. Oh, God. So, no, dude. Yeah, this is a weird story, right?
It's a fucking Again, I think you fell for another fat nerd.
No, this is they went. Look, these obese nerds are supposed to be legit. They got invited to this thing and they got told what the original story was gonna be.
Apparently, these obese nerds were not listening to whoever was saying anything.
They might have.
They were just
making
they
it
kept
up.
their AirPods in their ears, and they just like they were tapping on their laptops. No, this sounds better. No, this sounds better. No, I don't want that. You know.
It could be, bro.
I've seen those fuckers before.
So, anyways,
Wait, they don't even pay attention to whoever. They're on their fucking laptop and they're like, God damn it, dude, pay fucking attention.
oh my God, hold on. I've been so drunk and high. I read this wrong. This is even worse. This is even worse. Surrounded by the Justice League, she tells the little boy, "Your dad's not Superman. Your dad is Batman."
Worse. That's even worse. Let me scar the kid
In front of everyone, so they can all laugh and judge him for the rest of. Yeah. All this time, the man you thought was your dad is not. It was some other guy who fucking, his parents got killed in an alley, and he spent all of his money becoming a superhero. And he doesn't have powers, and guess what? Since he was your dad, you're not gonna have powers either, because your dad was not Superman. You're fucked. And guess what? We're not rich because this asshole left all his money to the orphanage, you know, where he grew up. To the I don't know.
Imagine that kid thinks his dad is Superman, and he's trying to fucking like, no, it's okay, it's a gun, but my dad's Superman. Check it out.
Oh shit! You're right,
Imagine,
dude.
Like, yeah.
Dude. Oh my God, that would have been horrible. He would have committed suicide, all because they didn't tell him the truth about who his dad was. Let that be a lesson. No, hold on.
5.0.
Let that be a lesson to all you women out there. Don't lie about who your baby daddy's daddy is. Your child could fucking shoot himself thinking he's Superman Jr.
Yeah, don't fucking
Don't fucking do
don't
that.
even fucking tell me. Hey, don't tell your fucking kid his dad is Superman, please. He's gonna try to fucking like jump off the fucking ceiling or the fucking like rooftop and fucking break his fucking neck.
For real,
You
dude.
fucking idiot. Have the decency of telling him the truth from the beginning. God damn it.
Who wrote this fucking story?
I'm telling you, it's a fat nerd again.
Oh my God! All right. It's entertaining, so we're covering it. Whatever. The movie ends in Gotham City with the emergence of the brand new Batman, and it's Bruce's son, Bruce and Lois Lane's son, and he decided to become the new Batman. And that's how Justice League Part 3 ends.
Crickets. Let's hope this is not honestly.
Do you really think
Like-
that this fat nerd is lying, or maybe he didn't pay attention?
He did not pay attention. He was probably playing some fucking Minecraft or some shit. I don't know.
He looks like he could be playing Minecraft. Just look at his ass. That looks like he... You know what? That's probably not even an iPad. That's not even an iPad he took the picture. You know what he took the picture with? The Nintendo Switch.
It was
He took... This motherfucker's taking a picture right there with the Nintendo Switch. Look at him holding it. He's all
I
like...
hacked it with an Android operating system, and now I can take pictures with it, even though it doesn't have a camera.
He probably
I
has...
built it in.
Dude, he probably has homebrew on that shit. That's him on the Nintendo Switch. I got this long. They think I'm playing Fortnite, but I'm taking pictures. I'm telling you, bro.
Jesus Christ.
Do you think any of that is like? I mean, obviously, I honestly believe the same thing as Zack Snyder has stated. They're not going to give him a second movie. They're not going to do anything. Even if everybody loves this movie, it's not going to make money because it's on a streaming app. And,
well,
and number one, you already lost money in the first movie when you released it.
Mm-hmm.
This is the second re-release, a brand new movie, and it's not even in theaters.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think it's like more of a redemption thing. Like it's more like I can do things, guys. I can actually direct it and make it good. And HBO, it's either one of the two. One thinks this movie is gonna be great and it's gonna create some revenue, and
or at the very least buzz.
Yeah, and that's my second thing. The other one, the second reason would be HBO released the movie where Zack Snyder fucked up again. You know, watch it only on HBO. You know,
watch the worst movie ever made twice
with extra features,
with extra footage you've never seen, extra footage that is gonna be like, what did you do to my fucking favorite characters that I grew up with as a child? Holy shit. Yeah. Amber Turd is the new Aquaman. Fucking fucking Deathstroke has a mohawk. Why? Because we're edgy and shit. And the Flash looks like a goddamn Power Ranger because that's how we do in 2021, bitches.
He looks like a remember that fucking 90s Fox fucking show, Big Bad Beetleborgs?
He looks like a Beetleborg.
Beetleborg.
You're right. He's the red Beetleborg. The one, the cousin of
Beetleborgs are
of the kid or some shit.
Beetleborgs are the Jewish ones.
No, I guess they were kind of Jewish. I don't know. They were a bunch of white kids. Well, no, they did have a black kid in there. I mean, that was legit.
Between Beetleborgs and Beetleborgs.
I want to know why there was never a Mexican in that shit.
He would be a cucaracha.
Or he was probably outside picking the fucking fields and shit for them.
Yeah. He was keeping the garden. They would be.
They did have a garden. They had some.
Yeah.
Why are we talking about Beetleborgs? God damn it. Man, you pissed me off. Anyways, that was Zack Snyder's Justice League. And we're definitely gonna watch it.
Supposedly.
Yeah. We're definitely gonna watch it we're definitely gonna watch it. I mean,
I really hope this is not true. Whatever this fucking fat nerd
we'll be doing the same thing. Yeah. It might be true, but it doesn't matter because those movies will not be made. I promise you. They're not. They're not going to be made. This is just fan service to give us something to like, hey, we'll give you guys something. Just promise you'll watch the next movies we're going to show you. You know, this is why this is being made. So anyways, these 6 parts of this new movie, because it was supposed to be a 4-hour movie now it's 6 parts. We'll review it as they come out, the same thing as we've been doing. So
the pictures that you send me, do they coincide with the names of the parts that we just read?
No, all those.
They're not paying attention.
No, the only thing, they do, but it's in the Nightmare timeline. So if this movie is supposed to end in a cliffhanger, then all these pictures are in part 6, something darker. That's like when everything's done, like when everything's in the shithole, because they don't go back in time yet to fix everything. So I don't know, man. I mean, who knows what we're gonna get, dude. The rumors are that it's supposed to end on a cliffhanger, and that there's not gonna be a part 2 or 3. But supposedly, according to these motherfucking geeks, who supposedly this guy down here, this motherfucker down here, who supposedly went over there with his Nintendo Switch and took pictures of these pictures, and then he went and fucking listened to a presentation while he was playing Minecraft. so he might have got it all wrong. We'll see if it happens. We'll see if it even coincides or makes any sense. That's what I'm trying to say.
Let's hope not.